This is Weehiya part 14, and we'll start where we left off at Dock of the Bay. Canyons, no crevices, dig into sand mountains, making long labia out of the land. Lopsided cactus waves a wind-blown goodbye, as desert gives way to the old Frisco Bay. Cousins connect, but only by phone, walking different directions from the Embarcadero. Presidio golfers roll out of bounds in a city whose boundaries are poorly defined. Let's face it, the sea lions at Pier 31 are penned in like zoo animals, thus helping Fisherman's Wharf in its final transformation from working docks to Disney-esque mall. Still, strained necks a yard wide yelp a horny call from floating docks packed tight. Lounging, sunbathing, slick mammals lead the good life, gulping scraps, swimming cool water, photographed continuously in the day hours. They've become repressed in recent years, perhaps tired of having sex in public. The streetcar named F jerks up market to Castro. More locals ride than tourists in November, but we caught a warm sunny day full of carousel rides, Baudin's sour bread, and a bargain from a Korean shop owner. Street beggars are more compact here than in LA, also more direct. There's always a scam about the environment or abused children down in LA, but here the sign reads, "I'll be honest, I need beer." Down by the river. Black juice squirts and spills, dirties your day, your old shirt, and time to impress the bag boy at the Koreatown Galleria, which is kind of like a flea market plus basement grocery store located in the heart of neighborhood number 4. Number 1 being Watts, number 2 is Compton, 3 is East LA, and then Koreaville, just south or north of Wilshire, but miles apart, with bulletproof cages in liquor stores, security guards in lots already valet attended, and a weird mix of fleeing Koreans, homeless Caucasians, slow-moving Mexicans, and scary, impoverished, wide-eyed urbanites. So many trade blooming persimmons, the comfort of sameness, and bad air for this: wilting oleanders, racial inequality, and the same traffic jam, same air, same struggle to pay high rent, but now in neighborhoods you wouldn't walk around in day or night. Open lots as garbage dumps, freeway madness, and the unobliged rich cordoned off in Bel Air. Let's say for giggles some do give a hoot. They then gather their friends and pass turkeys to appreciative but suspicious arms on Thanksgiving. Great. But that leaves a lot of days left. And since government is not in the business of helping anyone but business, who will clean up the lots, make jobs that pay well, create block parties where the 4 main subgroups actually enjoy commingling? Sandy Sierras poke pyramids up from desert dunes strolled by the ghosts of Bukowski, Zappa, and Steinbeck. Neil Young hangs on, but once he's gone, the entire hope that flickered when Vietnam ended will have been dashed. If you're not sad yet, wait till the market crashes and the chaos begins down by the river. KFC, Falls of Noose Road, 22 January 2007. When a subculture dies, the world gets dragged, toes pointed up, and appropriately tagged. You battle to work your way up the scale, but now it's $3 for a pint of ale. Blue collar means work at the new KFC, good jobs and vacations, moved overseas. You can play gangster, but you know that it's no game. Or you can throw down to attain fleeting fame. You can educate your way out of this mess, but cubicle jobs only go to the blessed. Blessed to be white in a world full of color, blessed not to know what it's like to live under the rules meted out and enforced by the law. So do you tell them what you just saw? Or are you inclined to let it slide, while children cower, their dads full of pride, but most likely part of those already jailed? The cross is salvation. But who's next to be nailed? Kurt Vonnegut Jr. The world's a lesser place today. My friend Kurt has passed away. He wrote of 1-foot pubic hairs, monkey house, foma, atomic glares. Each time a deer comes through our yard, I see one fenced in by Kurtz Canard. One May, at Hobart's graduation, he told parents, in his estimation, they had wasted their hard-earned dough by allowing their spoiled children to go to a school more like a holding tank, where beavers opened and drunkards drank. He did not expect to be invited back, but the cap-robed kids had laughed at his attacks. With Kurt and Molly Ivins gone, who's left to light up things gone wrong? Who will publish, who will read the next attack on corporate greed? Who will stand, sing, and holler about the way they spend tax dollars? Bokononism lights a fire in sand, foot to foot, hand in hand. After Ice 9 depletes the earth of all its water, little mirth, except to sit and masturbate. Everyone dead from one mistake. The Marines were tired and getting wet. Time to reread Vonnegut. One day closer. Spring swirls disaster. 7 years and out. School shelters in direct line. Flags sketched on arced halyards as hard-working, low-income neighborhoods sent asunder years ago lie. Rotting wood, flipped trailers, sunken bridges, rust. Years hence, drunken revelers will enjoy gated condos looming Disney style, where once having no money was the norm, where community and concern towered over racism, where a funeral march caused pause and celebration, the Grateful Dead in that number, while visitors nursing hangovers may or may not have felt the twinge of privilege versus poverty. Why is it the rural districts, the urban poor, and the trailer parks always get hit, while the pyramid-topped monuments to greed survive? God's grace, that's why. One more chance to come together for the common good. One more opportunity to live up to the simple Christian ideals set forth. Here we have the easiest religion to comply with, and still, money power runs roughshod. Latter-day slavery, closed door, sentry-guarded mansions. Apocalypse now. Single currency theory. The racial flow, still imperfect, puts most on edge here in LA. Jews and Gentiles huddle in Richville, but Bloomingdale's and Macy's crowd with a four-way mix of Koreans, rap stars, Spanish speakers, and stressed-out white folks who either don't have the nerve to be kind to strangers or shop the big tickets, knowing collapse is 1 trade day away. But which day? The economic divide could collide if rich turn poor, grocery trucks hijacked, and guns replaced compassion in the latter-day depression. So sing while you can. Scare viewers into the tip jar of street performers who remind you that by breakdancing they're not robbing your home. Come crash time, the wine sippers will hustle dollars too, but how? Food delivery is my guess. Safe, clean food delivered to your gated palace in a time when even growing food may require armed guards. Should be a valuable service for those with money to spare. If there were only a benevolent group that could be trusted to switch us to a one-currency world with a minimum wage, say $12 an hour, and a Chavez-style reprioritization of both crops and housing. If implemented, this might prevent the crash of 2015. Gulls dance on garbage heaps. Open lots in East Los Angeles harbor rats and desperados. Scream a warning no one hears. Look, there's a rotting book, Cannery Row, now sporting turistas, unprepared for upcoming disaster. Wedding poem. The feathers of the gotchi spread out black and white, beauty in contrasting colors that unite. You are from the noble class, both divine and pure. This means that you are obliged to help the poor. No bond is as strong as husband is to wife. Take your lady with you when you venture into night. The earth is out of balance. Yang has smothered yin. Make your town a better place for children to live in. We come to this world naked, ready to start play, and naked you will be again on your wedding day.